And the attack on Craig Greenberg and the release of Quintez Brown remained in the room tonight as 8 of the candidates for mayor talked about mental health issues. It was a forum scheduled before Monday's shooting in Butchertown, hosted by the Minority Mental Health Project, a local organization. WHAS 1119's Bobby McSwine covered the conversation.
Part 2 of a mayoral forum on mental health, just days after one of the candidates, Craig Greenberg, was shot at several times in his office. The suspect, Quintez Brown, released yesterday. The forum's host says Greenberg had to drop out due to a scheduling conflict. Both Tim Finley and J-Town Mayor Bill Diriff said this.
Mr. Greenberg and the people that were in his office and the family that he has, let's keep them in our prayers, because in the future, this is going to hit him. And I don't care what everybody says and how strong it's going to be. This is going to hit you. And that's what we're talking about tonight.
You know, we've prayed and we're continuing to pray for Mr. Greenberg, but we also have to pray for the family of Quintez.
8 of the 12 Louisville mayoral candidates addressed their plans to tackle suicide, lack of resources, dealing with mental health in jails, and drug addiction. David Nicholson says one fix can be to put mental health professionals in churches.
There at least 1 to 2 days a week.
Shamika Parrish-Wright says she wants to create more resources and says Metro government needs an entire overhaul.
The response of Metro government is too slow and it's too convoluted with who do you go to, who do you talk to.
Diriff says he'll expand on a substance abuse recovery program.
Is not costing the city of J-Town anything, because there's grants out there and there's volunteers and there's donations. So we can move forward with this in Louisville very easily.
All of the candidates seem to agree that being in jail doesn't help those suffering with mental health. Some of the candidates also agreed that more social workers should be used on mental health calls, a point Finley and Skylar Groddick, a former LMPD officer, disagreed on.
When they encounter an untrained police officer in these matters, they lose their life.
Of course, there's situations where people lose their life, but I'm tired of this narrative that whenever police show up, people got killed. It is absolutely not true on a statistical basis.
Now, the Minority Mental Health Project says that these forums are a great way not only to hear from the candidates and their plans, but to hold them accountable when the time comes. To learn more about the candidate, visit our website at WHAS11.com. I'm Bobby McSwine for the WHAS 11 Night Team, on your side.